I'm out here at the East Apiary. It's been a little while since I've been out here to do an inspect. 2 weeks to be precise. So, bad beekeeper, I should be inspecting weekly, but yeah, life is life. There. Okay. Well, I've got 10 hives out here at the East Apiary. Those are not on the property at Capella Ranch. And they're one of my 2 sets of backups, just in case something goes wrong. And it has. I've swapped out hives from the backups here into the bee huts. Done that a handful of times, and sometimes a colony doesn't thrive or loses a queen or any number of things. So change is the best thing for it. All right, that should get us squared away and ready to go. Let me hook this thing on. Okay. Take a quick peek down the front. That looks good and busy. Maybe we'll just come down this way and do a walk down the fronts. That way we'll be able to see them a bit better. Now this one, I kind of think it's probably all but gone. There may not be any bees in it. I tried to requeen them again and again. That's a bad sign. Yeah, I think they're gone. This one looks probably doing great. This D1. Well, look at them push away that wasp. Yeah, that's healthy. This looks good. It is interesting to see some wasps coming in now. That's worth noting. I got wasps at the entrance to every hive here. I got some trying to go in. I think it's time for some entrance reducers. We'll give them a smaller defensive area because we are now getting into some of the fall times where they're going to have those wasps trying to come in and steal the honey. I don't have enough entrance reducers for everybody, so I'll make a note to bring out more next week, but ones where I see a lot of wasps, that tells me they may be a little weaker, so we can reduce them today. I think I have maybe 4 with me. So we're just going to do, on the hives that I'm pretty sure are good, we're just going to do a kind of a super check here and see how they're doing. I have a handful of extra supers with me today if we need them. I actually cleaned out my bucket so I can find stuff again. That's handy. Well, hi everybody. You all just coming up to see what I'm doing? Top is sealed on pretty hard. Okay, we got comb coming up here, which tells me they're full out there. I'm just looking down here. I'm seeing some capping of honey there. Still building. Looks like capped there. I think you crazy kids, you crazy cats and jammer kids, need a super. Stay. Don't go anywhere. Well, you don't have to follow me either. That's less fun. We're doing good. I got 3 mediums. These are shallows, 4 shallows. And I got 3 mediums back there, which probably are my better choice to deploy first. Because if this crew's really making honey, then let's give them something to talk about, huh? don't have to be all over me there, bee. Guard bee. I'm being nice today. It tells me it's time to wash my suit again. Is this going to leave a little hole here? That's kind of crappy. Maybe I put a quick strip of tape on that just to help them think that's sealed up. I don't need them using a super as a entrance and exit. This is one of my favorite things for beekeeping. Aluminum foil tape used for heating and ducting, and unfortunately a little hard to get off the backing. There we go. When you got it, you're good. Getting it there. So this is like legit aluminum foil. You find this one in your Home Depot right around the duck stuff. So field repair for having a crappy super. And that'll just stop the bees from using that as an entrance exit, because that box doesn't close real well. The rest of it looks okay, right? How's that? That looks like it could use tape too. Just because I can. And it's quick and easy. That should yield less confusion for them. And make less of a mess for me. Maybe. That remains to be seen. I can think it's going to make less mess for me. And then, you know what? The bees will show me that whatever I think doesn't matter. Oh, this is one of those supers that has really nice slots built into it already. So I don't have to worry about... Well, that's quite a clump of you folks. Would you like to go in and check out that new spot? Check that out. That's pretty exciting, isn't it? See? There. I'm going to encourage you even a little more. And we're going to take this wax off real quick. I forgot to bring my bucket, so we'll leave it for the woodland creatures. I just don't want them to extend building comb up onto the inner cover. Well, that ought to keep the crew occupied for a while. Everybody out of the pool. Okay, so we're going to say added super. I did a queen check 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to come in and do a more aggressive moves as I do the mite checks and treatments next week. So, you know what? We'll give them a week of happiness. If anybody is suspect, and I don't think they're going to weather it, then we'll inspect to see if we've got an issue. But right now, things are looking pretty good. So Tigger was plus a super. Plus full super, which means it now has what? 5 boxes? Yep, 5 mediums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So box 5 is new. Let's go ahead and see what Eeyore is doing. We think Eeyore, hopefully, is making us some honey. Italians! At least some Italian lineage in you, huh? Oh, yeah. I think you guys honeyed box 3. Is that what I'm remembering? I have to check my notes. Because you're not doing diddly or squat up here in this box. Or are you? Let's see, have you finally decided to make some honey up here? Or are you just pissy? That's hard freaking empty. I mean, there's like nothing in that. Okay, that's not good, Houston. I mean, there's not like, okay, there's a couple of drops of nectar in there, but hello? Nothing. And they're all up in my business here. See that? That tells me something's going on. And that ain't good. Oh, and I just rocked the whole hive? Really? Trying to take this off? Oh my. All very bad signs. Oh, no, wait. I take it back. That's a better sign. That's a little heavy. I just looked at the frames. They weren't working. They're right in here. Okay. That makes me feel a little better. Sorry for this, girls. What do we got here? Did you honey up this box? Not at all. Gorgeous brood. That is a honeybee work of art. From a very healthy, happy queen. All right. Then, my apologies for popping your top. So we see brood in box 3. They're getting got a sting in my glove. I actually felt it like touch me, not like an actual sting. Okay, you come back. This hive's doing fine. You just don't get a new box, that's for sure. You weasels. Straighten that frame up for you. Yep. If you want it, you'll do it. At least they're not doing full honey in box 3, and that's a good thing. But you guys are a little pissy today. You gonna make me go get smoke? We all kind of like it better when we're not smoking. But you know what? If you're any sign, I think it's going to be probably a good call. Let's just see if I get my ass kicked here too. So let's see. So that is, they are working super and brood in box 3. It's a little harder to get up to. Oh my goodness, it's a party. Look at that. Love seeing that. Hi everybody. What you all doing up here on your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th box? And again, I expect this one to be quite healthy, so I'm not gonna rip into them until mite time if I don't have to. And that view of the top. Well, that's just super, and you need another. You are, in fact, behind on needing super. That means you got 2 full. Woof. Okay, thank you. Looks like we are having a September harvest. That's kind of fun. Ladies, really, you can give it up. Thank you. right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that other box I put on just had 8. This has got 9. I kind of like 9 a little bit better, because I bought a bunch of boxes from a guy that had 8 frames per, and yes, the bees can extrude big time. Looks like I did a tape fix on this box before, huh? Well, may as well do it again then, if I had to do it once. And with 8, what I've observed is that if you don't get the spacing just right, 9 pretty well keeps them tight. And you can even screw up your spacing on 9. Here, I'm not letting this be visible, am I? Alright, yeah, that's better. You can let your spacing screw up a little bit on 9. Like I'm off a little bit there, but I will probably be forgiven by the bees for that amount of being off. I don't think I need to do the whole box for this one. This is just a little chunk. As a matter of fact, these crappy boxes are the boxes I got from that guy. However, the boxes may be crappy, but they work. So, it may not be the honey super I point to and say, oh, that's my newest, most beautiful honey super. Far from it. You ladies can all come back here. But I am willing to take any honey super that works. Let's get rid of this. You're all making a hot, steamy mess here. I'll leave that for the woodland creatures. Today, I wish I'd brought my bucket, but some days I can still get that as a ball. Bring home a little ball of wax. I hate to lose wax. Get off there. I'm stealing it. Run away. Okay. Okay, get out of there. Okay, squish. How many of those I got laying around? All right. Everybody out, so we're adding a super on you. My goodness. That means we are likely headed for 1, 2, 3, 4. Just in the first 3 hives here, we could be looking at 4 or 5 full boxes. Huh. Certainly better than last year. This is also an important time where I gotta figure out honeybee health too, because I can't just be happy about having full supers. Oh, you're gorgeous. What are you? You're quite a beautiful little bug. Beetle of some kind. That green is awesome. Cool. Alright, so 2024, that is plus full super. That is a medium and a medium. And I didn't get my butt kicked more, so I only have a few of our large friends here, so let's keep it rolling. And we're on Pooh 1. Ooh, I need to rewrite your name. It's kind of hard to see it. How you doing? Ooh, not a lot of bees. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but not what I would prefer to see. Let's instead judge by what this looks like. Well, that looks pretty good. Looks like they've at least got a couple of full honeys to the point of being capped. This one, how are they doing? Did some beekeeper give you a shitty comb to work with? And you're doing your best, but it's still hard. I think you should file a honeybee complaint. I think you're still working. Yeah, there's empty. There's some nice full down here. This is just a shitty box, folks. Sorry about that. But I'm not going to change it now, and I think you're doing okay. So I'm not going to dig further this week. But we will grab your wax. Let's equivalently do the upper part. Oh, you get out there, you shit. So that is working in box 1, 2, 3, 4 mediums. So I suspect that one's queen right from what I can see. So it's probably not any great advantage to beat the crap out of them this week. I know it's generally thought that messing with them doesn't, they recover quickly and all that, but if I just don't have to rip into them. May not be the case for a few down here. I've had queen horrors this season down here, trying to be able to keep queens in some of these. But if everybody looks full and happy and healthy, I'm gonna have this one was requeened. Actually, that one was requeened by a woman up from Loveland. She is fantastic. She does excellent work and raises good queens. Oh my. Need some space? Or have you done everything right in the middle because you're just pissy? Oh, it's not really echoing. It is pretty well sealed on. Guess who gets a super? I don't think I have to worry about a queen excluder because that is 100% honey. And I'm going to say a healthy hive. So let's go get them some new digs. Do I have any kind of a bucket so I can throw this stuff in there? I explicitly thought, I drove away and I thought I was running through my mental checklist and I thought, okay, do I have my wax bucket? I thought, oh, crud. I think that's one thing I forgot. So I don't think I'm going to worry about it. But we do need to clean that off. But the thing about having that full super there, I don't have to worry about a queen excluder now because that's a queen excluder. She ain't going to come up over a honey barrier. But if they honeyed up on box 4, let's at least get this one out of here. That is going to be one impressive frame of honey when it comes out. Look how fat it is. Holy moly. That's what that guy was talking about when he said you're doing 8 frames. As the frames get a lot fatter. Even though I've never mechanically done an extraction, they say these nice big fat frames just work so much better in the mechanical extractors. But, all right, super. And I think that's because those fat frames, with them protruding out, it makes it very easy for the mechanical extractor to uncap them. Well, there's multiple parts to the process, so anyway. But there is an uncapping machine. Although, I think what we find, because we do small scale stuff, so we're bigger than some, smaller than most, I think, with what, 20 hives or so, maybe 30 hives. You think I'd know that, wouldn't you? What am I doing, you ask? I'm just trying to line them up, make it so that they're even, because if I get them even, the bees will treat them kind of equally and build out from and on all of them, and it just winds up being a much better outcome. If I have them, get out of there. I'm going to help you out there, bee. That was quite the battle. Alright, now, girls, check out the new project. Everybody out of the pool? You can come back for honey later. Oh, now you're stuck in it, aren't you? I will let you work your way out. Need a help? Here. Out there in the grass. Your best shot. Keep me from stepping on you. Okay. This wad of wax will stay out here. So D5 plus a super. Wow. Huh. I am awfully happy about that. So we'll say that box 4 is all honey for D5. Box 4 equals all honey added a super medium. Okay. I'm going to have to bring out the big old Sharpie and rewrite everybody's name so I can still see you again, but I see D3, so how are we doing, D3? We are hoping you would be really happy to open you up, see a nicely packed set of bees at the top, and then find some nice brood in there. That would be Awesome sauce. And there's some bees. Oh, there's some bees in back. I like that. Okay. Are you guys ready for a super? Ooh, maybe. Let's see. Tell me you're not making honey in box 3. Well, you're doing really not much in box 3, so let's take a look. There's a little clump of you here. What you doing? What you doing up here? Tell me you're making babies with the queen. You're building out this comb. And they're building it or repairing it. It looks like you're kind of repairing. I wonder if I gave you this recently. Let's at least check. Now they're reasonably calm with me here, so that's nice. That's honey. I'm feeling that. But wait. Is that a brood frame? Am I seeing? Come on, sunshine, help me out. No. No, there are. Damn, that definitely looks like a larva to me. I wonder if I'll be able to zoom in with the GoPro and check it out. Hope so. Well, let's check the next frame. Well, the next frame over didn't have a squat, so maybe this other white frame's got it. Maybe she just didn't like that middle one. I think I see there. This feels like a brood frame because it's got the honey on the outside of it here. Because what I'm feeling is I'm feeling the weight of the honey on the outside. And I swear I see larvae in there. I'm pretty sure I see royal jelly pockets. So, you know what? I think I'm happy here with this. I'll let you be. So I think that's all I need to see. And we just say likely queen sighting or likely fresh larva sighting. And I'm not going to rip you apart because I don't think I need to. But you're just doing your thing. I will just leave you alone. I think you're doing everything you need to. So D3 saw larva in box 3. Larva in box 3. I guess that's it. Yeah. We'll check her next week for sure. Okay, 2024 BH9. I may just make sure I got 20 queen excluders and come out and do everybody at the same time. I'm probably still okay, but let's, because we're early August. But I have no doubt that battle is coming. Oh my. Oh my, zerms my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. You crazy kids are in full swing, aren't you? This looks damn near full. It's hard to get this top off. Wow. Can you say, give me a super now, you weaselly beekeeper? Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. But you get a shallow. Because I am out of mediums. I thought I might maybe put 1 or 2 on. I was not anticipating heading back for a 4th. Just goes to show ya. The moment you think you know what you're going to be doing out here with them, they will tell you just how wrong you are. Okay. How does this look? Let's take our crappy comb lesson. Ugh. should not over-rotate on that, though. You know, I think I have it in my zone where I'm not going to need one of these for everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got these with 8 per, and was told that was a great thing. Yeah. I mean, I understand the point. I'm not sure it matches my experiences. That's really great. I think in my experience, I like the 9. I think I already said that. How sloppy are they up top? Not too bad. Maybe I get this one. You know, there are times I come over to the bees and I think I'm going to do X, Y, or Z. I wind up doing just the opposite. But the thing you gotta do is always be prepared for both. So the expectation I had did not match the reality. That's actually kind of okay. All right, now come up and build all that wax up here. Fix these up. These are kind of icky. You can do it. All right. Stay. Now, you ladies can. Where am I going to tap? Maybe right there. Uh-oh, sorry. Squished bee. Chopped bee. Sorry, bee. Wax build around that edge of that. That's kind of fun. It's like some beekeeper was way late adding a next super, huh? Yeah, that's what you get when you're a dummy and you skip a week of inspection. They just turn on the gas and you're not ready for it. All right, do I want to dig out the rest? That looks like quite a dig. The thing is, I just kind of want to dissuade them from doing it again. Will it? Probably not. Okay. So plus super, shallow super. So we're going to say plus super. I wonder if I have my Sharpie, or if I have a Sharpie with me. I think so. I'd like to make sure I write a big letter S on that super to remind me that it is a shallow. Be lower in the bucket. Paint pens for the bees. Oh, there's a Sharpie. Yay! Yay me. So we are going to note, because as we've all observed, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Just want to put S for shallow. And this is, since I got it, 20, 24, B hut 9, which still, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I only have 8 hives in the bee huts. Who knows what I was thinking. D5, and poor old Pooh was hard to read. Pooh 1, 20, 24, swarm 1. They're doing well, aren't they? Eeyore. And since we're rewriting, Tigger. And let's just finish the job. Down the line. 24 for you. It's DC2. DC1. DC1 is probably dead. Alright. So, 2024, Bee Hut 1 got a super. Added super. So, alright, D1, show me the magic. This is probably going to be in dire need of a super too, just knowing this one and this one were monster honey producers for our July harvest. That one wasn't as much, so it's exciting to see that it is coming a long way. Oh my. We got a party up top. Let's see what we can see in here. Ooh. Crack, crack, crack. Crack, crack, crack. This is a second super as well. Let's see what they are up to. It's a lot of bees, and it looks like they're building out solid all the way over to here. That's got it. That's capped. It's there. Wait, you know what? Crap! I may have brought barely enough. Here, I'm gonna have to go back to Capella and pick up more. That would be something I was totally not expecting. Pleasant surprise, but like, holy moly, was not expecting to run out. Now it's a really chromy box, so would it still work? Darn tootin' it would. Okay, let's see, 4, 8, so I'm gonna pirate one of you, bring you over, so I got 9. And that's why, yes, I may only have one more hive, but since I'm doing 9 in these shallows, this is kind of an embarrassment of riches today. Just unexpected. 1, I think 2, not so bad up top that I need to scrape you. Okay, let's line it up the best I can. That's kind of gross. Let's get rid of that for them. Is that a mouse turd? Lovely. Well, I take solace from knowing that the bees clean all of it up. I can certainly help if there's any grunkle on it, like these frames have got some nasty. Just give that a good scrape so they don't have to think about that. I should have just done the whole thing. So which ones haven't I done? These three. That's better. Cleaner. Alright. Gosh, that smells good. Oop. It's just like nothing like the smell of a beehive. Gets me every time. Alright. Now it feels crowded, doesn't it? Yeah. I know it's a little gross, ladies, but if you would do me a favor and make it not so, I would appreciate it. All right. Covered. I just know I'm going to put one on this one too. I just knew it. This next one, that was D1. So 2 things. I need to write down, oh, I got to write the S on the super. S. Super, super. Yes. Yes. Put a shallow on that one, and oh no, it's 2 shallows. Well, I'm going to bet you guys are getting another one today. What do you think, huh? We'll see. Some S's. That way, I'll just know on all of them. You full? Oh my. Hi everyone. So, D1 was plus super EC2 is also probably, let's confirm it, but outer evidence seems to suggest. Oh my goodness. They would like a super right now. Okay, on its way. Well, what a fun outcome. I sometimes come into a 2-week absence of an inspection feeling a little scared, like, oh my gosh, what am I going to find? This was nice. This I'll take. Okay, we're going to scrape all of you, all of y'alls. We'll take the best frames, huh? Up we go. I wonder if I can get in and out of there. Don't know. Looks like something I should tape, but maybe not. Look at this. Knot hole there. That's probably a piece of tape. The other part, not so sure. You know what though? Rather than wondering, just get off of there. You bad wasps. You naughty wasps. Looking for a free meal. Yeah, that's actually probably not a bad thing all the way around there. I should have just brought the roll. That's right. Part of me wonders if I should leave that up there for them. Let's leave it for a week, because it kind of is weird that Doray's inner cover doesn't have a notch in it. I always wondered how good it is without a notch. Let's leave them a hole for a week. Is it going to be a problem, do I think? Nah. Okay, why would I make a change without a reason? A reason to give them a hole up top. They don't appear to need a hole up top. That's just going to be change and something different for them. And it's also a potential way for moisture to get into the hive. So you know what? Let's just not. Okay. You look pretty darn happy. Still gonna fit? Barely. One more box and that's done. Alright, DC1, show me the bad news. We knew it was coming, but let's just see. Yeah, all gone. Okay. They were too small to combine last time I was out here, and too cranky. Just a hive that was not meant to be. They never took a queen. 3 tries, 4 tries maybe this year. Okay, so we are going to say that we are going to cross DC1 off the map and say gone. DC2 is plus super. Wow, I put on 6 supers. Have I ever been right over here before? Not sure. Not bad. There's only cranky hive 2 up here. Eeyore. I decided I needed a thorough talking to, and then after them, everybody seemed, you know, kind of friendly. So Eeyore, What is your deal, Tennille? Leave anything out here? I didn't want to leave. So we want to come back with entrance reducers for the upcoming battle with the wasps. So we'll want, oh my goodness, you see that pollen? I call those Cheeto legs. Looks like they're coming in carrying a pair of Cheetos. Wow. A lot of bright orange pollen just coming in. Almost every other bee is loaded. Yeah, maybe every third bee. Yeah, too many to count. Nice. That would be why we're adding supers. And I guess the same thing over here, huh? Yep. You're hanging in there. Hang in there, D3. You can make it back. That's the Leaning Tower of Beehive. Still scary, but secure. All right, this apiary, frankly, is pretty darn happy, which I like to see. Now we will go check the west apiary, but I think I'm gonna have to do that a little later after I stop back home, because if I have some of the same outcomes there that I just had, I will be ill-equipped. Where'd all the supers go that I came with? Wow. That didn't sound like a closed well. Alrighty, bees. Be well. See you next week.